Business owners, pay close attention. You're probably doing the social media marketing thing and you might be doing it all wrong. That's okay. That's what this video is for. I'm here to put you back on track. All right. So in the land of social media marketing and using content marketing to promote your business, it can be confusing. There's a lot of noise out there. Everyone's saying use Pinterest marketing, use LinkedIn. Oh, but you got to dominate and make sure you're now taking advantage of Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of noise, right? And it's just like, you already have one thing going, you're a busy entrepreneur. How could I ever incorporate anything else into my busy schedule, right? I'm Marissa Romero, and collectively, my team and I have helped entrepreneurs just like you gain over $1.5 million in revenue and over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. And in today's video, we're learning how to best build your authority, your lead flow, and your revenue for your brand and your business. Let's go. And so the first key point on what I want to talk about here is duplicating yourself and how to realistically duplicate yourself. It's impossible, obviously, no matter how hard we train somebody and no matter how good somebody else on our team is, they're not us. You know what? That's okay. And that is where the power of video comes in. I know you know where I might be going with this, posting content on the YouTube platform, and why it's definitely time, if you've been thinking about it, to go all in and make YouTube the main part of your marketing efforts. And I say duplicating because YouTube allows you to do that. It allows you to duplicate yourself. So for example, I want to take it back into time, back in 2018 when I was first starting out my channel. So the channel at the time, the one that I first started, was getting around, let's say, 20,000 views per month. So that's about 700-ish views per day. I can't do the math out loud in front of the camera. I didn't calculate it, but let's just say it's about 700 views per day. That's 700 real eyeballs and real people that are getting to know who I am, that are getting awareness of my brand, that are potentially opting into my lead magnet and joining my email list. But for you, this could mean almost 700 views and people per day looking at your offers, looking at your programs. And I want you to think of these views and these YouTube videos that people are watching almost like a sales call, right? A sales call that you never have to get on, right? So who just wants to be on sales calls all day long unless you are a sales representative? Nobody, right? So what YouTube allows you to do is duplicate yourself so that you can basically plant these, what I call money tree videos, right? Because they're bringing you exposure. They're allowing you to basically shake hands with people you don't even know, because really, video is the next best thing to getting to know somebody in person and shaking their hand. I kid you not. I've met people in Bali, Indonesia. I've met people in Colombia. I've met people all across the world that have come up to me and be like, oh my goodness, I've seen one of your YouTube videos. I learned this, this, and that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't even believe it because it's crazy. And they always tell me one thing, right? It feels like I already know you. Why? Because they pretty much do. They know the sound of my voice. No, I'm just kidding. They don't really know me, but they know the sound of my voice. They know my personality. They know some of my background story. They've subscribed to the channel. They've probably watched a few videos or several videos on my channel. And this is really the difference in what sets the bar very high for YouTube marketing as opposed to all these others, is that it's the number one way to build that know, like, and trust factor and duplicate yourself online without you having to do any extra effort on your part. Because these videos, again, they're like money trees. You plant them, they grow, they make you revenue for an infinite amount of time as long as you're on YouTube, and they help you close leads and sales. So they basically pre-sell your leads for you, right? The second reason why you really want to consider YouTube for building up your authority, your brand, your revenue, and all that is because of the perceived authority. Let me give you an example. So let's say I want to go to a real estate agent here locally where I live, and I am trying to learn house buying 101 because I'm a brand new homeowner and I want to learn and educate myself on buying a house and what I need to know before I actually do it, right? So I'm going to probably evaluate a couple realtors, and I guarantee you, this is just me, but it applies to a lot of people. If one realtor over here has no social media following, no content whatsoever on the internet. But this realtor over here is working very hard to build up their brand. And they have YouTube videos, they have content, they have value, and they're giving away tips online. No doubt in my mind that I'm going to go with this realtor over here because it feels so much better to know that not only I have this person who's reliable, I can go reference them somewhere else when I'm not talking to them in person and always learn more from them. It really does build trust when you're able to go out there and be like, hey, well, yeah, I have this YouTube channel full of resources. Nowadays, YouTube channel and being a YouTuber is exactly like being an author. It's prestigious. It's a sign of authority. And it is something that you can't say about yourself with any other social media. You can't really say I'm an Instagrammer, right? Or you can't really say I'm a Pinterest-er. It just doesn't work like that, right? But you can say you're a YouTuber. That holds a lot of weight. Back maybe 20 years ago, the thing was you had a radio show talk host, or maybe some type of media station, or whatever it was. But that type of thing back then, like Oprah, she was the pioneer in the talk show host space. That is really what we can all do nowadays with this platform. And the best part, that everybody getting started has a fair chance, right? We know the algorithm so well nowadays. We know how to grow on it. We know that even with the small audience, we could monetize like crazy from day one. And by the way, I'm speaking to those established YouTubers right now. If you are feeling completely overwhelmed and burnt out by the demands of your YouTube channel and the business that you have, I invite you to check out and download our 6-step blueprint that teaches you how to manage and scale your 6-figure thriving YouTube business in just half the time. Now, in this blueprint, I break down so many things, including how to work on your business so you can step into those CEO creator shoes, our signature YouTube workflow, and what it takes to really streamline your business and to work way less. Go ahead and check that out. It'll be the first link in the description below. Now, this one is for you local business owners, because I've gotten this question so much. For local business,
how do I ever get local clients with a YouTube channel?
Great question. Glad you asked. Because here's where it comes time to dream big, right? Because you have this local brand and business, you're dependent on local clients, but this is where you take your brand to the next level and make it on a global scale with the power of YouTube, because anybody from anywhere in the US, Europe, South America can watch your videos. And so it becomes more than just your local business in your area. It becomes a well-known brand. And taking your business on YouTube expands the type of services that you can offer. So if you have something that you fulfill locally in person, think about how you can turn that into a digital offer, a digital course, maybe something that's not so dependent on local demands. So for example, if you want to get local clients, let's say you're a tour guide or something like that, right? You can check out on Google and on YouTube, best top tourist places in San Diego, right? What are people looking up in your area? I just use San Diego because I just went to San Diego, but it could be any city, right? And then you can create a PDF or something for people to download when they come into your city. Well, when those people leave, you can still probably offer them other things, right? Maybe you can offer them a digital product to send them a montage of pictures and photos of what they experience with you to them. So it's you can expand and stuff. And so when you take your business on YouTube, right, not only are you building up your authorities, so when people look up best things to do in San Diego, they already are seeing your brand. They're going to want to work with you and go to you right away. Not only that, they'll be sharing their recommendations with other people, and so many more people will want to work with you locally, but also you're expanding your presence on a global scale. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's almost like adding an extra layer of security to your brand and business by taking yourself or your business on a global scale. And so the next thing to do in building up your brand and authority with YouTube is getting started. Filming. There's a lot of different style of videos that you can do once you get started on your YouTube channel, and I recommend trying as many as you want. So obviously you have to create the content, film it, but there's different ways you can do it that makes it fun, that makes it more exciting, and a way to add variety to your channel. So one style that I always like is vlogging. So back in the day, 2016, 2017, vlogging was really popular, and then in the past 3 years, it was really oh, no one should do vlogging anymore. But now everyone's oh yeah, start to vlog again because you should be documenting your life, etc., etc. I really love the vlogging style, and every time I do get to vlog for one of my YouTube videos, I really love it because it's something that can give somebody value, but also something that I can look back on in a couple of years and be like, wow, that's what I was doing at that point in my life, or something like that. Some other types of videos you can consider that are really easy and fun to make are review videos, comparison videos and comparing different products. You can do different screen shares and presentations. You can teach a certain skill from A to Z. You can have a different reaction video or an opinion video. You can make a video and capitalize on different news and trendy topics. And you can also do collaboration videos. So let's say there's another business owner that is in your niche that you want to collaborate on a certain video topic. That's a great one. And also the last one is a video podcast. So you could have a YouTube channel that actually serves two purposes, and that is a podcast. So a lot of people are now doing this, and this is a really great way to, kill two birds with one stone and have a podcast and a YouTube channel at the same time. And so these little money tree videos that you're planting, they're going to get you leads. The leads are going to join your list. They're going to bring your company revenue and sales, and it's going to just keep compounding and compounding as your channel grows and gets bigger. It's going to be like the snowball effect, right? And hey, if you love this video, check out our case study that we have right here. Already within the last 9 days, we've doubled our subscriber count and we've tripled our view count. And I break down our exact strategy in this video right here. So definitely check it out and click. It's coming up next. Now, a lot of YouTube gurus are probably going to disagree with this strategy.
You can't keep it up at scale.
YouTube shorts don't work anymore.
But what happens after?